There are heroes in Unmatched that I adore more than anything else. If I had my way, I would bring it to almost every tournament. But the problem is, it's so unbelievably difficult to pull off and requires a certain format for them to fully flourish and thrive in. So the question is, if it's so hard to bring and pull off, why do I love them so much? Easy, because I just see a different niche on these heroes and I want to prove that Unmatched is truly unmatched.
He's so ugly! I love him!
For this video, as you can see in the title, we will be talking about how I won an Unmatched tournament using only heroes that are deemed mid. I'll be giving an insight on my team building, picks and targets, and overall strategy and mentality coming into the tournament. Shout out to Wolf Glick, World Champ Difference, baby! You have been my inspiration ever since you started YouTube. Lucas Toy Hub, the hosts of the event, is located in Danghari, Cavite, specifically in Pasong Buaya Sea Oil on the second floor of the building at the gas station. You can't miss it. They have their own unique way of conducting tournaments. Other than the usual setting up of a casual or competitive event with prizes, they also issue ranked points. Now, I know what you're thinking, King and Fawn, what are ranked points? I'm glad you asked. Over the course of a few weeks or in a month, players in this community accumulate points whenever they join, win, and even lose a game during said ranked matches. Each win garners you 3 points and each loss will get you 1. By the end of the duration for these types of events, the players who have gotten the most points will get the coveted TMNT Adventures box, which I'm sure everyone is pretty hyped up about. So each time the store announces they will conduct one, these unmatched players fight tooth and nail to join. What makes this fun is in collaboration with the players in the community, the organizers asked what format they want to play with. Will it be the usual picks in the meta? Will it only be public domain heroes? Okay, fine. I'm one of the people that suggested this format, but hey, I will live and die by this statement. Restricted to only one B+ and any combination of B- going down, bringing 5 heroes that are so-called mid is a joy for someone like me who started this game using only unorthodox left-field strategies that made me known among the veterans of the game. I used to spam Miss Marvel, Raptors, and even Shakespeare during big national qualifiers. Fawn as well, as she used to only bring Moon Knight, Alice, and Little Red. Given that maybe this would be the last tournament I will play for the year 2025, and the age of the turtles are upon us as we enter 2026, there may be little time for me to indulge in the mid to low tier desires. I have to make the most of this opportunity. In team building, I always have a set character I bring to almost all of my tournaments. A staple, an anchor, my star. Now, I must remind everyone that it is reasonable to think your star player may or may not get to play. I need someone strong. I need someone aggressive. I need someone that takes away the attention from my other team members without exposing their limitations. Of course, there's no such thing as a King's lineup without my number 1 girl, Tiana the T-Rex. Sorry, Fawn. She's a great anchor, and I will be talking more about this pounding prehistoric powerhouse in much detail for another video. All you have to know for now is she's big, strong, and does not let you breathe. We got our all-star, our Luka Don. Now we need A. Reeves and LeBron. My second hero is also part of the Jurassic Park franchise, but he's more leaning towards playing a positioning game rather than entirely beating you up on your face pow pow. For my shooting guard, Robert Muldoon. He's a great master the basics hero who can set the tone and game state differently from T-Rex, who's all gas no brakes. Yeah, I mean. Now some may raise questions. Why an aggro player like me would love to slow down the pace of the game? Well, to be frank with you, I have no intention in slowing down. I will use InGen more to force my opponent's initiative and steadily control the board state while giving him love taps here and there. Muldoon is my number 2 option here, simply because of his sheer command of the literal board state. I'll be simply setting traps and pins, forcing maximum hand discards, and annoying any type of approach to the OG Dino Warden. If you haven't caught on yet, in basketball terms, I'll be using the zone defense strategy, imploring on my board positioning. The first 2 already pack a lethal 1-2 punch, So, what must be another hero that will complement them and provide good synergy? I need someone with essentially the same ability as InGen. I need passive damage because of positioning. I need card draw, and I just know the exact hero I need. When you think of Cobble and Fog, your first instinct may be to remember either the best hero in the game in Sherlock, the maps and gimmicks it comes with, or maybe even its similarity with the abilities in Buffy the Vampire set. But why is the Prince of Darkness, the most famous vampire, a great addition to my ragtag group of Michael Crichton's creations? In the case my Jurassic Wonders get banned in drafting, he is here to fulfill the role they're supposed to, namely in both bringing the fight to my opponent or engaging in a war of attrition. Dracula is my third option. For the pos 4, Cuatro, power forward, I need another epic man.
Epic.
If we have the first superhero in Golden Bat, I am bringing with me the first English hero, the living poem of vigor and courage.
Beowulf, baby.
I decided to bring him because I need a hero with linearity. Don't get me wrong, you can play him in an exhaust battle as he has 17 HP and fairly consistent cards for skirmishes. But I want to use him for another option. I mean, what's not to like about that? But seriously though, I brought him specifically to counter a certain number of heroes: Chupacabra, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Genie, Bullseye, and even Dracula, and a few more strong mid-tier heroes for this format. For the final spot in the roster, from the Path of Destiny and with regard to the Law of Surprise, I chose the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken, my favorite protagonist of all time, Geralt of Rivia. We poke fun with Geralt in our shorts and reels in Card of the Week all the time, because his cards are so good, but surprisingly deemed to be a mid character because of his movement. But I often think that this is not the case. He is strong, versatile, and a freaking mutant. In line with that, the Law of Surprise in the books, show, and games, I will also use that to an advantage. Geralt would be my Swiss Army knife in the roster. Funnily enough, he is only down on C+, which I for one am greatly offended by. I will do Geralt justice. And also, I'm bringing Jer with me to the tournament since she can't come. For the 5 I brought, I'm hoping to always get favorable matchups. I'm not saying I have to dominate the game, but I want to have an edge hero-wise. I am fond of the mid-tier characters because they have the most fun mechanics in the game. But to make them competitive, it's a different ballgame for most players as they are not as familiar with the head-to-head matchups. I am ready to play.
Ready. Fight.
Round 1. I am faced with familiar faces for the first 3 rounds, which is sad since there could only be one winner and these are great friends and fans of the game as well. My first round pairing is with a great friend I just met this year on our travels to Affinity Cafe, Sir Veno. He is rocking a lineup of Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Bullseye, Alice, and Daredevil. Looking at his lineup, I know who I don't look forward to facing. Spider-Man and Alice. I will not, for the life of me, play against Alice and Spider-Man in a format like this. A lot of people in the community know how much I hate playing against the wall crawler. I firmly believe he is not in the D to F tier. I'm looking at you, Karma Unmatched. Kidding aside, he is strong and can play a mean value game if you're not careful. Alice, on the other hand, is just a mini version of Achilles with a Jabberwock that hits like a brick. The draft plays out. I am left with Beowulf and Dracula, and Sir Venok has Ghost Rider and Bullseye. We deliberate, we wait for a few seconds, and reveal. It's Beowulf versus the Spirit of Vengeance. Now, I have faced off with my opponent for quite a few games and tournaments already in the latter half of 2025. Each time, and I'll say this with the utmost respect and humility, I keep getting lucky with the cards I discard from him. First turn, I have a scheme in hand, vigor and courage. Lo and behold, what I got from his hand is the Spirit of Vengeance, which greatly reduces his offensive threat against me, plus maxing out my rage at the start of my turn gives me the advantage. A few turns play out, but there's one critical interaction that single-handedly won me the game. The equal of Grendel. Not only that this card is online because I have already a full stack of rage, but this card blazed back Johnny. Similar to what I have discarded early on, I defended with this for the 5. Him taking 5 back just puts a smile on my face. I managed to get him down to 3 and give another grand down to allow me the win. 1-0. Why do I feel nervous all of a sudden? Why do I feel like I cannot give this team justice? Why do I feel like I'm going to stumble and choke on this tournament? Is it because I know that 2 of my mentors are also playing in this? Before I could calm myself down, second round pairings were up. Josh versus Jexy. Now Sir Jexy is an up-and-comer in the scene. I have played with him a lot of times for casuals and practice and even on other tournaments. Last time we met, he beat me in the championship round. He did well in that game and I really admire him as a player and his team building. Before the start of the game, we roll a dice to randomize what map we will be using. Sir Jexy rolled for us and we got Sarpedon. Oof! I do not like Sarpedon in a low-tier matchup. But here it goes. He's rocking a core of Spider-Man, King Arthur, and the Genie, with Winter Soldier and Miss Marvel, my old main gal, to round them up. I see red and I immediately banned him. Not a lot of people know this, but Sir Jexy is a great pilot of mid to low tier characters. I was beaten by Spider-Man and Moon Knight before, so I know this round is going to be a bloodbath. Spider-Man and King Arthur, gone. In return, he bans Ingen and Geralt. Then I noticed something. He was the leader in this round, meaning he had a priority for what position or banning, but he chose to ban first. Now, some new players would always love to go first because you can set the tone of the game. However, other players prefer to have a priority in the draft, which makes them scarier. The mind games have already begun, and I noticed that too late. Was I being baited to use T-Rex in such a big map? Is he targeting my star player? I looked up the board and I saw it. Mind games. I saw what he was planning, and now I have played the purple matchup multiple times. GD will outvalue, outlast, and outmaneuver T-Rex on any day of the week, so I will not go that round. Was I too scared and put King Arthur and Spooderman on a pedestal? I shouldn't risk it. I banned Genie and T-Rex was also benched. Round 2, I'm Dracula going first and he's Winter Soldier. Going first in Sarpedon has its benefits, especially when you're ranged. You can attack on your second action after maneuvering. But what others are not prepared for is the fact that my sisters and my vampire want that too. The game starts, I boost my maneuver and try to pin Bucky Barnes. I attack and I pray, please don't be Wily fighting. Please don't be Wily fighting. And we reveal and it's Wily fighting. The turn order got blurry and even came to the point when both of us had no defenses in hand. We just kept swinging at each other with undefended takes. Then it happened. It hit me. I got an extra card during his turn and got my ability off for 1 free damage. I got it. He took 3 damage for free, Winter at low HP, and a low card count. I have to make this work. I have to transform and get this knockout. I drew 2 beast forms that turn, with a mist form in hand and 2 other sister cards. With no more sisters, I had to make this count. After the match, we shook hands and he told me that I could have won earlier than expected because he already had no defenses in hand. But I told him that I had to have insurance when he did have it to further play a low card hand game. Whew! I got a revenge game against Sir Jexy from the championship round we played in Ludo. I won, but the feeling of anxiety is still there. Why do I feel this way? Here he comes. Here we go. OG, legendary, Papa Pat. Remember how anxious and nervous I have felt all tournament long? Well, this is it. I am facing up against my mentor, the person who I looked up to and consider still as one of the best players in the Philippines. The best Yanenga player in my eyes and a deep hero knowledge, positioning, and playstyle I can't seem to beat in tournaments. Shakespeare, Pandora, Sattler, Ingen, and Sinbad. I have been beaten by his Pandora before in the championship as well. I take it out. I do not want to risk my round 3 on hoping for a misfortune card. I want to have as much control as I possibly can, which results in me banning out his fellow Ingen. That said, 3 heroes left each: Geralt, Beowulf, and Dracula to his Sattler, Shakespeare, and Singod. I know Papa Pat and his capabilities in the game. The novice me would have loved to go up against his Singod because it's just so good. Should I play the fool's game in allowing him the advantage in getting one of his best heroes and trust that what I have left is good enough to take him down? Or do I simply ban him out? Then I remembered. He's cornering me. He's tempting me to give him the Voyager. Beowulf and Geralt could not beat him one-on-one. I know that because I planned for the draft the afternoon I went to Lucas Toy Hub. What if people will bring Sinbad? Just bring Ingen and T-Rex. They have good matchups. But no, they're not available anymore. Who could possibly beat Sinbad if they're taken out of the equation? I pondered, should I meet my mentor at his best? Or should I be smart and apply what he has always taught me, to find my niche and be cunning in game? I banned Sinbad out. He takes out Dracula and we're left with Geralt and Beowulf and Shakespeare and Sattler. I know I have won the draft, but why do I still feel that my fondness and love for my heroes will not be enough? Why is the Bard of Avon so threatening, cunning, and yet I know I won the draft? It's because of the OG. It's in the mental, my psyche. I have never beaten my mentor ever in any tournament. Well, granted, he does not play as much as me, but I can't shake it. Will I lose again, despite all the practice, experiences I have already gotten? No more time for doubt. I have read somewhere, or was it my teacher in school mentioned that the greatest test of courage is to bear defeat without losing heart. Saddle up, shuffle your cards, shake hands. Round 3 starts.
Fight.
It's in Doctor Strange's home turf, Sanctum Sanctorum. What I love about the Marvel maps, it's small and they have items that can shake up the game. It's The Witcher versus Shakespeare. Now, I haven't played heroes from Slings and Arrows in a long time, let alone playing this matchup of Geralt versus Shakespeare. But I know the White Wolf's deck by heart and I'll just use that to work around my opponent. I have only said high praises for my mentor coming into this matchup. The culmination of the anxiety and restlessness I have had since the start of the tournament. It's like each round has prepared me one by one to face him and I must show how far I've come. I go first with the +2 token on my side. I double maneuvered and left Dandelion on in that place. Why did I leave him there? I don't even have any of his cards. Well, his cards are detrimental for me to win the matchup. Shakespeare has the signature ability, Iambic Pentameter. When each combat, he adds a card to his line, and when that line reaches 10 syllables, he resolves whatever effect is on the last card of the line. A fitting ability for the greatest author ever. But it has its downside. Each combat, he places a card in his line. Now, whether or not he wants that card in his line is completely out of his control if and when his opponent goes Omega Boom Boom Pow on him. That's what I will try to do. My game plan is to overwhelm Shakespeare and the actors using Geralt. I placed him in the center of the map while leaving his trusty yet loot-playing sidekick on that possible threat of the +2. Shakespeare double maneuvers and stays on Brazier of Bomb Goliath. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. Here it is, the picture. I inch forward and attack an actor with another one adjacent to me. I'm setting up an Igni. I just need the actors gone and in order to focus fire on their hero. There are cardinal sins not just in reality but also in the game. However, in Unmatched, every question of strategy can be answered with, it depends. The sin I'm referring to would be whether or not I should remove the sidekicks and be a victim of the war of attrition. I know some heroes would love for their sidekicks to be removed as early as possible. Eredin and Achilles are the prime examples. But there's another side to this coin. Some thrive the more their sidekicks live long and prosper. Muldoon, his workers, Black Panther and Shuri, Jill, Trent and Daisy, Annie and Charlie. But given that I have not played against the poet in quite some time, I had to make a call. I had to remove every actor on the board for chances of winning through brute strength and damage to their hero. I use Igni. I get the call right. I get to remove 2 actors for the price of 1 attack. Now, I have to keep this advantage and continue with my plan before I get overwhelmed by walls and random actor attacks. In this case, I keep pressing forward. The funny thing about Shakespeare and his cards are they have hand recursion, and you have to keep in mind not only the last card to complete their line, but also their first. He has this card. After having taken that blow, OG Pat has a chance for counterplay in return. He attacks with an actor, hoping for a curtain call with the ensemble. He plans to bring back the actors. I should stop him, but I got it wrong. I completely forgot that despite having a gear that feints his effects, his line still goes through. Was I wrong in using this instead of the armor of the Forgotten Wolf? I look at the board and he has them all again. He's got a new cast on stage. I can't keep wasting cards on these theater kids. I draw, and lo and behold, I finally got one. Despite him being the master playwright, I too have my own plot twist. Dandy is finally online. I attack and got a look at his hand. It was decent. He had defenses for days and even actors can counterattack me as well. But there's this one card I can't let go through, or else I'll be part of the tragedy with no resurrections. I see them. Horrors. I removed one, but there's another one in his hand. The more I think about it, I should have just taken out one of his defenses, right? Right? No. This plot twist was my last action and I don't have a feint to keep me safe. We exchange turns, blows, and even great outplays. But eventually, I see it. The light at the end of this horror-filled genre. I look at his HP that I've been chipping away all so slowly. It came to a point where he only has 3 HP left and I with 9. With dwindling defenses in place, I felt it again. This fear, yet I know for sure I've won this game now. Why am I still scared? That's right. His line. He could still break my combo and push me to exhaustion. He can still change the scene. But I stopped him. I had Irden with me all along. He can't et tu brute since I stopped his movement. Outplayed. I maneuver and I get it. A trump card I need to secure my win. My trusty 5. I reach down on the board hoping for it to be lethal. He defends with a deceive. I did it. I finally won against my mentor who I have never beaten when it mattered. Countless regrets on decision making, draft mix-up, I finally beat one of the persons I look up to in this game. Good game, Papa Pat. 3-0. Round 4 is next. Hailing from Quezon City, their group traveled, I believe, 3 hours to get to the venue and play some good Unmatched. I have nothing but high respect for this group because my next opponent is Sir Adel from Area 21, a hobby store in Camias Diliman that houses some strong players and Philippine representatives for the International Team League in Discord. This is our first time playing against each other, and knowing that my opponent trains and scrims with some of the top players in the country, I have to bring my A game. He brings forth some variation in his lineup.
Nice.
That is why I love this format so much because I get to see some unorthodox picks that I only get to play at home with Fawn. Bruce Lee, Bullseye, Oda, Loki, and T-Rex. He's the leader for this round and picks the first position and gets the first ban. We both have the dinosaur and cancel each other out. I have nothing against T-Rex, so they're both gone. I ban next his Bullseye. The reason being is that he stomps InGen, and even if I have an answer to Oda Nobunaga, I will ban it. I do not want to deal with sidekicks that hit hard and are tanky. But he pivoted as well and banned my Dracula. What's left is his Loki, and Bruce Lee has for me InGen and Beowulf. Round 4, InGen versus Bruce Lee. We started our match and surprisingly, we randomized Sanctum Sanctorum again. Now, I may not remember entirely what happened in the match because when playing a heavy positional hero, my brain farts and I blank out after the match. But from what I remember, I kept spamming rendering shots for him to move away and force out a maneuver from him. He got the 1-inch punch using the token where I mistakenly put the worker adjacent to, but it wasn't a mistake. I wanted the 1-inch punch to push through. Yes, getting rid of a worker hurts, but he still needs to get the maneuver and exceed his hand count. After the third turn, I know that I have an advantage with the deck down because he already discarded 2 cards after his turn. I used the 1-inch punch as a sort of bait as well, given that it returns to his hand each time a worker is defeated. Strength in numbers, I must say. That said, when fighting against Bruce Lee, it is of utmost importance to feint his second action of the turn to stop his chain attacks. Yes, Injin has after combat movement in most of his cards and has a lot of combo breakers, but I do not want to give him more actions to attack. If he gains an action, I want him to maneuver to solidify my deck advantage. For my game plan, yes, it is about exhaustion, but what other players do not do as well is managing their own cards. It is one thing that you force your opponent to draw, but it is required for you to attack as well. Attacks are a pass in Unmatched, and I'll make sure to attack as much as I can given my board state. 4 copies of this card shoots wonders for this matchup because I forced Bruce Lee to move away. Let's say he won with Skirmish or used the feint. All of his defenses will never bring him closer to Muldoon, which in turn forces him to maneuver again. I placed all of the traps mostly in the center to make the martial artist take the longer route, and what's waiting for him on those possible spots are the workers I carefully placed. Now, I still needed to feint one of his Jeet Kune Do cards, which is Downward Sidekick. This card will make or break his setup for the next turns, but I luckily got it right that I feinted it twice this game. As the match went on and the decks thinned out, I had no more traps to set. 4 cards remaining in my deck and none for him. I braced for impact. I know this will be the final turn with 5 cards in his hand. I checked the discard pile. He could still beat me with my 8 HP left. He brings it on. But I have it in my hand, the answer to all action game cards. Feint. With that feint, I seal the game. 4-0. After 4 rounds of play, I have already used 4 of my characters. Dracula, Beowulf, Injun, and Geralt. I'm feeling great because my draft is working. Who knew bringing T-Rex could bring the spotlight to my other team members? That is why team building is so important. You have to anticipate what your opponents will bring while also having to build around your own strengths and weaknesses. You need certain heroes to cover for certain matchups. In my case, I expected Dracula and Beowulf to be left a lot since they have relatively a good matchup spread from the mid-tier heroes. But I didn't expect that Injun and Geralt will shine. I want an answer to whatever or whoever I leave out in the draft. Final round. Championship point. It's me against my own Padawan, Meet Ron Tipo. He just started playing Unmatched this year and he has been steadily improving in game. Heck, he even finished top 9 in a big tournament in Unmatched Roadshow. We talk almost every day regarding drafts, game advice, map picking, and cheese strats. He knows how I play and who I love playing, so this last round will be a nail-biter. We got into the draft and I saw it. I saw his lineup and clearly you can see Ron's identity in game. All-out aggression. Who taught this kid? Alice, Loki, Chupacabra, Genie, and the Winter Soldier. I banned out Genie and Chupacabra for my first 2. Now, I saw that he got rattled here because he played his first 4 rounds using either Alice or Chupacabra. I know this because in his lineup, most of his opponents will respect his Genie and Winter Soldier as they have been the key to his success in rank points here in LTH. I take them out. No big damage and aggression for you. He banned T-Rex and Muldoon because I know he doesn't want me to play with my comfort. But little did he know that is just what I want. Goodbye Genie, and he banned out Dracula. Beowulf and Geralt versus Loki and Winter Soldier, just according to plan. Regardless of who he picks, I will never bring Beowulf here. He loses automatically to Winter Soldier and I do not want to try the Loki shenanigans using him. I tunnel vision to the White Wolf, whom I consider is going to be one of the best heroes during the Age of the Turtles. It's Geralt versus Loki in Venice. Similar to my game plan against Winter Soldier in round 2, I want to go Mega Boom on him. I know he has a limited card draw and I'd love to get trick cards in my hand as well, because those are passes on my end. Attack cards, thank you. Defenses, sure. I will use your own cards against you, Loki. My starting hand, I already have 2 Dandelion cards in hand and enough defenses for Geralt if he decides to target him. I start with a maneuver and Dandelion attack. I used Annoying Tune first to possibly bait out the Fate. And I did. Let's go. His turn, he attacks while looking for trouble and he sees my hand. The only allowed defense is the same plot twist I used. I got to see his hand next and I saw 4 reds and 1 scheme. I can use this opportunity to attack him next turn, but I don't want to give away the mid-game plan I have, to play the game of numbers and value. I discard his other looking for trouble, 2 gone already in the early game. He can't manipulate my defenses that much longer. It's my turn, and even if he already knows my hand, he can't stop what will happen. Geralt attacks with a 4, and he eats it. I maneuver out because I know what's coming. He uses a scheme and places me next to him. He attacks and chooses to gain action instead. But he maneuvers away. I have Loki on the ropes in the 3rd turn of the game. Despite him having a card advantage, the ball is on my court. And in the spirit of Achilles, screw my value game plan. I'll go for the attack. Relentless Assault. Knowing Loki, he only has 6 cards for card draw. Malicious Flighting, and a trick card of Baldur's Downfall. A stalemate happened where we both drew cards to refill our hand, but I have Witcher Senses with me. I keep my deck count net positive against Loki. I take my Steel Sword from the deck and switch them. It's time to move. Playing Unmatched is similar to chess. You need to be a threat at any spot in the map or at any game state. And in this case, I stay in the middle, knowing that he can teleport me anywhere. I'll just stay in the middle and play for the skirmishes and exchanges. So it begins. After his first Baldur's Downfall, I defend with a Disciplined Duelist. He is forced to discard. I'm winning the hand count again despite him drawing after combat. My turn. I will attack with my Riposte. Regardless of what he defends with, I will always get an effect off in line with my initial value game. I played it right. He defended with a feint. 2 feints down. I attack again, and this time I will make sure it leaves a mark. Sword of Steel. Gain 2 actions, another attack, and he doesn't defend again. I rend. With a boost 3, Loki down to 3 HP while Geralt is still at 12. Do I have it on my following turn? Will I win with the cards I will draw next? Before I get to calm down my nerves, he attacks me with another Shapeshifter, and I don't defend despite having a 5 versatile and rent on my hand. But only having 3 cards in my hand, this will not deal as much. I eat it. He then maneuvers away, fearing what I have next. I take a deep breath. I scheme. Drawing 1, moving 3, I attack with, damn, you're ugly. I know his defense is only the God of Mischief left. This is lethal, I just know it. Ron looked at me, smiled, and showed me his cards in hand, all red attack cards. I won the game, 5-0. This achievement would not have been possible if it wasn't for all the people I have spent time learning, grinding, and mastering the game with. Every match was just an amazing waltz of strategy, wits, and predictions. I extend my congratulations to all of the players who attended the tournament. They made this extremely difficult. I'm so happy to end the year with a win and also winning with my favorite strategies and heroes. It's such a fun breather from the top tier heroes and usual drafts as it brought out left field plays and out of meta picks. The unpredictability and unfamiliarity was my game of forcing my opponents into uncomfortable positions, making them play my game instead of theirs. And that is how I won a mid-tier tournament with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as the prize.
I fill my time with more distractions. Another text, I gotta respond. I'm in my head, I just wanna turn it off. Just wanna turn it off.